I know you've seen it. Man, here we go. Week 1. And guess who's got tickets? This guy. Let's get it. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, we gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though.
I got the itch, y'all. I got the itch. I need it in my life. I need Ravens football, baby. Welcome back to the home original sports perspective. From our couch to yours, it's your Couch Rider Raven saying, hey, what's good? Thanks for coming through. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. And we on the lookout for Cam Rue, and I think we just might find him tonight. I'm telling you, he's out there. He may join us on the show because it's Monday night, and it's just time to get it going. Also, speaking of things that are going, somebody decided to start the washing machine during the show. Thank you for that, Mrs. Lockett. Good times. So that's probably the noise you're going to hear in the background, just a little bit, running a little interference, but we'll try to keep the show going regardless. The show must go on. Anyway, let's see who we got in the room tonight. Delicious is here. DC says he's listening at the gym, y'all. Dedication. Got to love it. What's happening, y'all? What is happening? What's going on, Delicious? Hey, all right, so for your motivational moment, we're going to just hop right in for a second here, just get into it. So you got to think about it, all right? You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And what I mean by that is there are times that you're trying to hit fitness goals. Let's just call it a fitness goal or some other goal in your life. You got to do things that you do not want to do so that you can do the things that you want to do later on. You have to be able to get up and let's say 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning whenever you set that alarm clock and be ready to rock. Because we all want to look like Cam Rue because Cam Rue's out here, he's just killing the gym, doing it big time, whatever. But you can't just get there with going to the gym, giving minimal effort, or not making it to the gym at all, staying in the bed, playing on your phone when the alarm clock goes off. No, you got to rise up and go get it. There's going to be so many times that you got to do things that you don't want to do in life in order to get to where you want to go. And the only way that that's going to become a lifestyle is if you continue to do those things repetitively, time and time again, over and over again, waking up in the morning, doing the same thing. And for me, it took so long to figure out, like, all right, look, I need to get back in shape. I need to get back in this gym. I need to take better care of my health. But the only way I was going to do that was with an accountability partner. And I encourage you for a motivational type of moment, find you that accountability partner that's going to make sure that you get to the gym, or make sure you get to those books, or make sure you focus on what you need to do that may not be as comfortable so that you can eventually live comfortable. That is your motivational moment for today. All right, Brooke is here. What's that? All right, DC says, been out of college sports for 2 years, trying to get back in shape. Appreciate the motivation I'm talking about, man. Just get to it, DC. You got this, bro. You got this. All right. So y'all seen it. We got the matchup. We got the first game of the season. I got so excited. I kind of went a little bit early. Sorry, I worded it like that. I bought the tickets early, like 3 weeks early, because I was so excited about the game. I didn't even know when the game was going to be. I just knew that they were a matchup, and I knew that I can get tickets. So I went to the ticket site. I think it was Vivid Seats. Got the tickets early. Was a little scared because I was just like, all right, it doesn't have a date on it. Whoever's selling these tickets could completely jip me. But luckily, it was a PSL holder because the second I bought those tickets, it said TBD, and it was like, I will deliver the tickets to you by like March of 2025. I'm like, that is totally not the date. But when they announced that the game was week 1 and it was going to be on September 5th, I was like, let's go. I'm pumped up. And it showed it on my tickets. I'm good to go. Cameron and I will be rolling out to the game. And, well, I don't know if we'll go live, but we'll just be excited because we've already been to the Kansas City Chiefs game against the Bills. I've been to the Ravens Chiefs game before. Lamar's MVP season, amazing. He was just putting defensive tackles on the knees, juking them like crazy. We got to watch Justin Tucker practice field goals. When I was 4 seats away, it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. This time, Cameron, he couldn't see last time because he's a little short, and they were standing up the whole time. The entire game, they were standing up, and Cameron was trying to sit in the seats. And we're going to be warm this time because it's in September versus December when we went. So he wanted the cheap seats so he could actually just look down into the stadium and see the game versus looking at everybody's backs while we had decent seating and we had to stand up. He had to stand up on the seat and stuff. So he was more excited to get tickets this time around. So y'all pray for him. Hopefully he has good behavior and won't have to snatch some tickets up and give them to Kendall or somebody else who wants to go. So, yeah, we're going to go to the game. We'll have a great time. Get to see it live. Let's pay some bills here. Who else is in the room? All right. Brooks says, we could score 400 points, and I don't care until we beat them in the playoffs. Okay, that's understandable, but I get it. I get it. It's not going to be much, or at least it won't mean a lot, but it's going to mean something to those guys on the field because they came out there and they want a do-over. They want to look at this game the same way that Denver looked at us after we beat them in the playoffs back in, 2012. They looked at it as an opportunity to make a statement to the league to say, hey, look, we here, and we are some bad mamma jammas, and we ready to throw down. And I think the Ravens, they hungry, they ticked off. There's been a lot of changes, but there are a lot of guys who remember last season and the heartbreak and how ticked off they were with the coaching and game plan, with everything that went wrong with that game. They want to run it back. Frankie B, what's good? Hey, do me a favor, Frankie B. Come on over to YouTube. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell. I appreciate you. All right. Says, I think the NFL might give the Ravens a very challenging September and December. I do think our schedule is going to be it's difficult. How it's going to lay out or how it's put together, not sure yet. But I do know that it's going to be one of the more difficult schedules. I think it's like the 5th most difficult in the league. I can't remember. But just know that we catching the smoke because we brought the smoke last year. So they made sure that they lined up those schedules appropriately according to how we finished. And we finished as AFC North champs. So that's kind of how those schedules lay out based on how you finish. Let's see. Frank B says we might get the Commanders in October, which I'll be looking forward to. I think when it comes to this Commanders, this is a team that's like been trash for years. They've been let's just call it what it is. They just been bottom feeder trash, and we don't know exactly which Commanders we're going to be looking at this year. This might be one of those situations where they're turning things around like the Detroit Lions or something. But I don't know. I think the Ravens will be suited up, booted up, ready. Let's go. This just says, I honestly have a feeling we blow the Chiefs out. I have that feeling as well, as long as Harbaugh sticks to the game plan that he needs to stick to, because I'm still looking at a defense right now that's the 25th ranked defense in the league against the run. And did they have any key additions in the offseason to help with that? No, they didn't. We still need to stick with the same game plan that we should have went with in the AFC Championship, and that was run the dang ball. And I'll get to that in a minute. IDC says rookie Ravens cornerback versus Chiefs wide receiver is going to be crazy. That's going to be one heck of a matchup. Speed versus speed. Of course, I'm going to get into those matchups right now. So let's talk about those. Let me go ahead and put this note in here. What are your thoughts? What's going to be the biggest matchup of the night? I got to get this. All right. So the first thing, of course, is the QB showdown. You got your Super Bowl MVP versus the regular season MVP. both of them had over, what was it, over 3,500 yards of total offense. Excuse me, not total, but I think over 4,000 yards of total offense. Both of them had over 25 touchdowns. I think one had 26, the other one had 27. Let me see, I looked it up. Yeah, 24, and the other one had 27. Not to counting, was it Lamar's? I think he had 5 rushing touchdowns. So you got to take a look at those and put those into account. Like, hey, these guys were balling big time. You know, there wasn't a quarterback issue for either one of them. There wasn't injuries. They both had weapons. Yes, we were missing one weapon that came back. I guess I don't know if he was fully healthy or what, but we got a fully healthy Mark Andrews this time with an Isaiah Likely. It's going to be explosive if Harbaugh goes in there trying to have a shootout, which they should not do every time we play the Chiefs. I keep saying this: slow the game down to their pace. Do not go in and try to have a shootout with Pat Mahomes. Will lose every single time. So like I said, MVP versus Super Bowl MVP. Both got new speedy toys. They went to the supermarket and went to KB Toys. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about back in the day. They got the new shiny toy off the shelf. Mahomes ended up getting 2 of those with one of our former guys, kind of heartbroken with Hollywood going over there. So Marquise and Xavier Worthy, who ended up breaking a full-on sound barrier, breaking the NFL combine record with a 4.21 40. This kid is fast. He is like super fast. He scored 26 touchdowns in college. He's 6'1", just like the speedy receiver, the Ravens guy. And Devontae, this guy's pretty fast. Not as fast as him. Still has that Torrey Smith type. Everybody's talking about, this dude's giving Torrey Smith vibes. I want to see it. I want to see it first before I actually give him those type of props. But yeah, 6'1". One was a first-round pick. The other was a fourth-round pick. Xavier Worthy out of Texas. Devontae out of North Carolina. It's going to be a full-on showdown of speed out there, because if you combine Devontae, Bateman, Likely, and I mean, the list just continues to go on. There's a lot of speed out there. It's going to be a crazy showdown in good weather. I'm excited about the good weather. But anyway, so like I said, they got Hollywood stats from 2023 weren't so great. I mean, he had 574 yards. He ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, but he was going through a QB carousel, it seemed like. So it was hard to actually develop that chemistry. With Devontae actually did okay. Yeah, he was always bounced around to college, to different colleges between Kent State and then North Carolina. I think he had to sit out a year. And so he had 1,744 yards, 19 touchdowns, and a total of 28 games. So he still needs to get more of that game time experience, but he doesn't have to save the world. He can come out and get a pitch count and be okay. He's still going to have that competition because Tyler Wallace is still there. But I do believe that Devontae has a spot on his team. He ain't going nowhere. I mean, he may be a 4th-round pick, but the Ravens are going to use him big time this year. And at 81, looking nice. All right, so we got the comments here. Let's pay some bills. All right. Going back up. All right. It says, I think Bateman versus cornerbacks of the Chiefs. Give me a second. I got to go ahead and crack one of these open. Yeah, I don't know what camera he is, but hopefully he comes through and he can get on me about drinking my soda. I don't really care. Let's see. Bateman versus the corners. I want to see Bateman turn up. I'm tired of going back and trying to refer back to the tape of his rookie season where this dude was like his first 17 catches were first downs. I mean, insane. I think he was like 17 to 25 of his first catches were first downs. Excuse me. I think his first 11 were first down. The dude was insane with it. And then he talked to Browns. I mean, he looked like he was going to be one of those Julio Jones type receivers, just going up and getting it no matter what over the competition. And then, of course, we saw what happened, whether it be injuries or just not. I don't know. Lamar wasn't seeing him. Not sure. But it was kind of frustrating to see a guy like that who's got that type of talent not being utilized as much. And y'all saw it. Lamar had tunnel vision. When you're giving 10 targets to one guy and 10 targets to another guy, and then 3 targets to another dude. And Baby's over here like, hey, can I get a little love? I'm wide open. Man, whatever. So you can definitely tell he's a little frustrated. All right, Kenny D says, I have the Ravens winning this opener 27-20. Okay. Appreciate you, Kenny D. I see you over there stealing Ravens, man. You stole so many of our Ravens. I believe you got Deshaun Elliott. You got AA now. You got Pat Queen. Would you like any other leftovers from the Ravens to try to join your squad? All right, this says, hey, Jermaine, we're going to Super Bowl 59 chance. I'm not messing around. All right, call your shot then. Go off, Queen. Go off. All right, DC says, Chiefs pass rush versus Ravens offensive line. So, I mean, what are we looking at when it comes to this Chiefs pass rush? Are we looking at a dominant pass rush that's putting Lamar under a ton of pressure? Last year, he was under a little bit of pressure. Now, here's the thing. We got a revamped offensive line, and we don't know what to expect when it comes to the new guys that are sitting up there now. So, yeah, sure, we're hopeful when it comes to Voorhees. We're hopeful when it comes to Rose Garden. We are hopeful that these guys step up. But we had three big-time departures from our offensive line, whether it be trades or signings. We lost Zeiler. We lost our right tackle. Lost left guard. It was huge holes that need to be filled this year. And we still got to wonder, like, hey, are they going to step up to that level of competition? Or are they going to protect Lamar's back or his front side? Are they going to make sure that pocket is created? I don't know. But that's going to be a question to be had about the pass rush versus the O-line. Next, Brooks says, I just need Kelce eating the turf. I don't like dude. Well, yeah, I told you last year after I saw him at the draft, taking the Vince Lombardi the trophy and actually shotgunning a beer off of it and then spiking it into the stage and it just fell into the ground. Like, after I saw that, I was like, you know what? I like this dude. He's kind of a jerk. And, of course, he continued the jerk behavior, and the bad behavior was obviously rewarded with the Super Bowl trophy. But, he's just a trash talking dude who he's going to get dirty. He's gonna get down and get into the defense's mind. That's just what his mindset is how can I get into your head? And I understand. That's fine. But hopefully the Ravens bring that nastiness to him as well. I want to see Roquan and him. I just want to see Kelce go across the middle, and then Roquan just snatch his soul straight out the air. D-cleat, full-on D-cleater, man. It'd be amazing. I remember how Ray hit, I think he was a New York Jet. I can't remember, Bryce Skin brother. Ray took his soul. Straight up, dude came across the middle, and, he just dislodged the ball out and took this dude. So I want Roquan hit Kelce like that. That would just be a dream come true. All right, DC says, likely getting moved out to wide receiver should be a wrinkle. They could add little things into like that, but I think when you got a guy with that type of speed sitting there on the line, being able to at least chip a linebacker and then roll out for the reception because he's going to be facing a linebacker more than likely will ball out. I say keep him where he's at because he's going to put those linebackers at a disadvantage. Brooks says, I forgot they got Hollywood. Yeah, I don't think we will because, like I said, he's going to make these guys look good. If he's making MVS look good, if he's making he's making Mecole Hardman look good, he's going to make Hollywood look decent. I'm not going to say Hollywood's having a 1,000-yard season, but I am saying he's going to do a little bit better than he was doing in Arizona. As much as we hate to say it, as much as we've been hating on Hollywood for years, talking about those 4 or 5, was it? Yeah, 6 drops, 6 total drops that whole season. 3 of them just happened to be against the Lions. Dude still got hands. He still can catch. He just is not as twitchy as Zay. Now, if we talking about a comparison, we talking about a straight line runner with Hollywood who will get down, who's afraid of contact. Zay's ready to juke everybody, and he's going to fight for those extra yards, and then probably taunt you after. So there's a significant difference when it comes to the two. Gerald says, what's good? I'm saying, what's up? All right. So Kennedy says, the Chiefs won't be able to stop King Henry. I fully agree. When you're looking at a guy who's he's still a century mark type of rusher. He's a 1,000-yard rusher. And then the Chiefs, like I said, they got the 25th ranked rushing defense. I don't see them coming out there with the formula ready to be able to put everything in one basket to stop Henry and then all of a sudden be able to stop Lamar, who just dropped down to 205. The boy is on a slim fast plan or whatever. I don't know. He might be snorting crack or something. I'm not sure what the case is, but he is a lot lighter and ain't nobody catching on crackhead. I just anyway, but no, I'm kidding. But what I'm saying is the Lamar is going to be a lot faster than he was last year, so we're excited for him. All right, let's see. A lot of what's ups here. What's up? What's up? Speaking of what's up, guess who's finally made it to the party? He'll be here in a second. Cameron's in the building. He's backstage. He's getting his he's probably eating some cereal right now, maybe walking the dog, not sure. But he is definitely backstage. We'll let you know as soon as he is ready. Brooke wanted to make sure she put it out there saying Cameron is slacking. Kennedy says Henry gives the Ravens true balance on offense, and the Chiefs have to pick their poison. Speaking of balance, this guy gives balance to the show, my main man, Cameron.
Can't hear nothing.
What up, man?
I can't. Oh man, it's taking forever for me to get on here, man. I apologize.
You good, man? We just chatting it up. I think
my computer and all. Go ahead. My bad, brother.
you good. You good.
Go ahead.
All right. So Brooke was saying the AA betrayal hurt. I defended him so much.
What?
AA went to the Steelers.
Oh yeah, I saw it. It's all good. Everybody taking our place.
Yeah, I'm like, they got Elliott, they got Queen,
they got Queen, they got the Joker, they got Double A.
Yeah.
What up, Kenny? They got what up, G? What's up, everybody? I'm so out of it, man. I'm so tired. They got everybody. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Good, Big Reg. Man, I'm starving. What I miss? Go ahead, just give me a refresh.
Yeah, all thing we talked about was just simply the showdown of Cameron, not Cameron, MVP versus Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, we talked about the speedy new toys, with Worthy, and we talked about them having Hollywood, but us having of course Zay, and then having Devontae Walker, and how he everybody keeps talking about he's giving Torrey Smith vibes. So it's going to be a lot of air attack type stuff going on, but we didn't even get to we just barely scratched the surface with the King Henry stuff. I just feel like with them having the 25th rushing attack, this is where we should win this game. Hands down, we got to go back in there and rewrite the script of the game plan that should have been in there in the AFC Championship. Run the ball.
Look. It can't be a revenge game because they won the chip, so it's not a real revenge game. But I am. This is what I was wishing for. I'm glad we got it. We are starting the season off, and hopefully we spoiling the whole ring ceremony.
I'll be there.
I would love to spoil it. But since they want to make it a rivalry, because before it wasn't really, to me, it wasn't a rivalry. It was just okay, Mahomes versus Lamar. Chiefs versus the Ravens, it's always a good game, pretty good game, whatever. Now it got personal once all the stuff happened before the game happened. I was like, okay, now the smoke is there. So we got to take this personal. This is about the version.
I was telling Brooke. Huh?
Remember how it used to be New England and Baltimore?
Oh yeah.
Now it's Kansas City and Baltimore. This is the two rival outside of the division.
Yeah, some people are saying it's not a rivalry because we've been losing so much, but I mean, we got the last W before this one.
Yeah, we did.
This is somewhat of a rivalry now.
Yeah,
and I mean, you're looking at an MVP versus, like I said, a Super Bowl MVP. These guys have, they've been to the mountaintop twice. As far as the regular season, getting those MVPs, they know each other pretty well.
Right back. Keep talking. I can hear you.
They know each other pretty well. And I think this team, the coaches know that they have that similar mentality. They are, of course, John Harbaugh is of the Andy Reid coaching tree. So Reid does know, how he can approach Harbaugh best. but Harbaugh also knows he knows his former head coach. He knows his coaching philosophy. He knows how these guys get down. And it's going to be, like I said, it's just going to be one heck of a matchup here. Now, as far as the coaching strategies, when it comes to Harbaugh going into this game, who the heck knows? Because, like I said before, this dude should have went in there running the ball during the AFC Championship, and we saw that didn't happen. So I'm not sure what the attack is going to look like, especially when we got a King back there. We got a King in the north, and we got King Henry all in the same backfield. There should be some read option going on and some craziness, but I don't know. When we got all those weapons on the outside, I'm not sure what the full-on attack is going to be. We know that Pat Mahomes and them, they're not running the ball. They're not running the ball on this defense. They're going in the air. We know that. So, of course, we're going to come out there with a Tampa 2 and see what it do. I ain't trying to rhyme here, but I am saying that these guys are going to have a full-on air attack. And the last time the Ravens faced a team or faced players with this type of speed, well, Jalen Waddle was hurt, but it was against the Miami Dolphins, and it was a full-on beatdown. But they held Tyreek to like 76 yards, no touchdown, 6 catches, and it was a pretty great game for the Ravens. It was not so great for the Dolphins. Well, I believe they had Jalen Waddle. I still think it would probably have been a similar result. But now we got to worry about a few burners, and we still got to worry about Kelsey coming across that middle. But like I said, being that we have an exceptional exceptional speedster cornerback in Wiggins, that just adds to this special defense that we have, because Stevens looked good last year. Brandon Stevens, before the season started, I was like, dude, I'm not sure this dude's going to make the roster. And I was kind of worried. I'm like, is he on a bubble? Is he on a bubble? Now, of course, we go to this year, fast forwarding, seeing that this guy had 11 pass defenses with 2 interceptions, and he looked like people shouldn't be throwing to his side of the field. Marlo looked all right, but I think Marlo's going to be back better and more healthy. But to have all 3 of these guys on the field, not to mention, we still got Arthur Maulet back there. We still got a guy who just loved intercepting Brady back in the day when he was with the Saints, coming over Williams over there. And then, of course, Kyle Hamilton. If he's able to play free wherever he wants to play all over the field, just blitzing, doing whatever he does, this defense is going to be beast. I didn't even mention the linebackers. Hadn't mentioned Matt BK. We got a solid defense there. They just got to play ball just like they did before. Problem is, when it comes to coaching strategy, like I said, we don't know what Harv's going to do, but we also don't know what Zach Orr is going to do. And the reason I say that is because this dude's he was great playing the game for us. We loved when he played the game for us. It was unfortunate that he had a career-ending injury that he never got cleared for physicals, or at least he says he got cleared, and nobody wanted to take the chance because they were just like, hey, look, you'd be a liability on our team, for our organization if we allow you to play, and we just don't think you're fully clear. And so he goes to Jacksonville, becomes an outside linebackers coach in 2021. And then he goes to Baltimore, becomes 2022 to 2023 inside linebackers coach. I think he unlocked Queen, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Now he's our defense coordinator. It's the good old boy system when it comes to DeCosta and Harbaugh. They hiring the homies. Could they have somebody more experienced? I would have hoped. But it is what it is. We got who we got. And I'm curious to see if he's going to if he's got his own playbook, if it was already developed before he got there, or if they are just reinstalling some of the things that we had last season, which I'm hoping, and he just has that playbook and is able to pick from that particular menu, like it's McDonald's or something. All right, we're rolling through. All right, Brooke says it's full on beef now. And then Lisa said, who do you see as Ravens Rookie of the Year and why? Rookie of the Year, what you got?
Rookie of the Year? For just Baltimore, it's probably going, probably either going to be Nate or it's going to be somebody on defense. I don't see anybody. I don't really see anybody. It's hard right now. I can't see nobody past Nate Wiggins, but it could be Ali. Nate. I'm lying. It's Nate. It could be Ali.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm thinking Nate by some crazy just I guess camp showing that probably puts him ahead. He had to show up big time, but TJ Tampa. Um, I mean, that would probably be it would be a fun watch to see this guy, rise and do his thing. I think you froze up, bro, but you good.
I'm back.
I can see you now. Yeah.
I think Sal. Before you go any further, I think we needed this game. We need to play this game first because that's gonna be it's gonna be a different level of focus this preseason.
Mm-hmm. It is a statement game. This isn't just like I said, it's imagine you playing out there, you playing, pickup basketball, and they get one up on you or whatever. This is a run that back.
Mm-hmm.
This is a run that back. And I think, the Chiefs are probably looking at it the same way, like, hey, look, these guys came in here, they were hungry last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Andy's gonna have them hyped up. This is their ring ceremony. This is their debut to say, hey, we are defending, we are going for that third Super Bowl in a row. They're going for the 3-peat. And they want that 3-peat bad. That was the first thing they mentioned after they won the Super Bowl. Was they want a 3-peat. Well, we the first obstacle in the way of that 3-peat. If we set the tone for the 2024 season by handing them that L, it's going to set the stage for us.
I'm frozen for real, huh?
It's going to be motivation. Oh, no, you good. It's going to be motivation going into the rest of this season to say, hey, we are here. This defense, and actually make a statement. This is the statement game for Zach Orr. Because Zach, right now, head coaching experience, or at least defense coordinator experience, zero. This is the game that this defense has to win for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the game that they got to go in and ball out for this dude.
Mm-hmm.
My
bad.
All right, so Kenny D says them Chiefs wideouts are kind of lightweighted, so the Ravens secondary need to lay the wood and cause them light featherweight receivers to fumble. I think there was a stat that came out last season that the Ravens, before Wiggins came along, the Ravens cornerbacks were all above 205.
Yeah, I believe it.
It was like nobody in here coming light. They all got to the buffet on time. And they need to go ahead and drag Nate. Like, hey, get in the car. Get it, buckle up. Buckle up, Rook. We're going to the buffet. We're going to Golden Corral. We're going to head to that KFC in Jersey. We're going to eat, boy.
Take them to Crowns in Jersey City. We're going to take them right there.
Mm-hmm.
Eat right there at Crowns Chicken.
Get the 2-piece and the biscuit. He might need 3-piece. He might need a 3-piece. He'd be so light, they'd be in church singing, I fly away.
He's gonna have to cut out eating all that cereal. Cereal.
Wait, he just eats cereal?
They said that's why he don't gain any weight because he just love to eat cereal.
Hey.
It's probably like not like heavy cereal. It's probably not like protein cereal. It's probably just like, like Fruity Loops or Frosted. Like he looked like one of those guys that just like to eat like I ain't gonna front, like I used to love eating all that. You know what I mean? But
I just think like metabolism, man, it's just when you're that young, it's just gonna run and feel through everything. I mean, my pops used to accuse me of having a hollow leg because I'd just be eating and it just would never go nowhere. I mean, metabolism's still a little high, as you can tell.
He the type he's hyper, so he probably got the only way he's gonna gain weight, he has to lift weights. So the more he lift weights, the more, the more he'll be able to put some weight on.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Brooke wants to know what you eating.
Mixed vegetables, baked potato, and I got 3 pieces of barbecue chicken breast.
All right. She said, what'd you make her for dinner?
I wish you happy birthday. Happy Mother's Day yesterday. Happy Mother's Day, if anybody.
Happy Mother's Day to y'all. Hopefully it was a great day, a great Mother's Day.
But thank you.
Kenny D says Cam's eating mixed veggies and baked potato.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Lisa says, how will the new hip drop tackle rule be enforced?
Will it be enforced?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're going. We'll find out. We won't find out. Honestly, more until like the preseason. That's when you really won't find out.
I think they're gonna figure out that it's a bad rule, and they're gonna probably phase it out just like they did with the crown of the helmet. That with running backs, they were getting penalized initially that first year that rule came out with them ducking the helmet. They were talking they want to take the helmet out of the game, and they were just penalizing running backs left and right. Then all of a sudden the rule just disappeared because they stopped calling it. This is going to be one of those
It's
things.
gonna be hard though because this is almost like a horse collar. So it's I hear what you're saying, but it's gonna be hard because once somebody get hurt, that's the first thing they're gonna point to.
Yeah, it's gonna be have to be egregious. Like you're gonna see it like the full on grabbing of the hips and then seeing them actually twist. I feel like this is where you're gonna see more leg injuries pop up because people are gonna have to change the way they tackle now.
You know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna revert back to the old school.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna get hit for real. Like, and ain't gonna be no. It may be some leg injuries, but I really think it's gonna be more from the chest up. Somebody getting
Decleated.
put them to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, well, G said Travis Kelce make him eat the turf. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them things. I see it happening too. Make them pay.
Oh, yeah.
Make them pay.
Oh yeah, I say put Pat Mahomes down. I say don't hurt the man, but at the same time, bring the wood, bring the pain, baby.
Yo, look here. It's about
My birthday's tomorrow.
Hmm?
Brooke's birthday is tomorrow.
Your birthday's tomorrow.
All right.
Wow. That's Sunday. Okay. All right. Happy birthday,
Happy
Brooke.
birthday, Brooke.
Happy have now and rave. Happy Mother's Day.
Actually, what's tomorrow? Okay, so your birthday is the day before my sister's birthday. Okay, cool. Let's see. And happy birthday, Joy. Love you, honey. All right, let's see. DC says, not gonna lie, I'm happy we're not playing the Seahawks. I have a feeling McDonald is the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, McDonald, he's not gonna have as much reins on the defense as he did here, but you can definitely tell his coaching philosophy gets guys motivated and up and going. So, best of luck to him. I thought we had the Seahawks on the schedule this year. But.
No, I won't see him at all, but see him, just put the work on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And plus, Geno Stutter, right? Geno Smith, right?
Oh yeah, the quarterback.
Yeah, I ain't never been scared of Geno. I don't think nobody ever been scared of Geno. Sorry. All right, Kennedy says, what do you say? He says, Brooke, I will send you a terrible towel for your birthday. That is, and she can use it. I mean, she's short on toilet paper. We happen to run into another pandemic. She got you, bro. I mean, she'll appreciate it, man. Send that toilet paper right on over.
It's toilet paper.
Nana says, good evening, everyone. I'm late, but better than late than never. What's happening, Nana? Hey, if you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that like. I can see them on here as well. I appreciate you. On YouTube, Twitter, hit the like, hit subscribe. Smack that bell. All right. And Brooke saying happy birthday, Joy. And then you didn't miss much. We were talking about the different philosophies. We talked about the different coaching strategies because of Zach Orr. Like I said, we don't know exactly what his philosophy is. We've seen defensive coordinators from the past. Some like to spam the blitz button. Some are more strategic with it. Others like to focus on the secondary, on the back half of the secondary, and then of course they like the pass rush. But then we get exposed up the middle as far as the run. I'm thinking we're probably not going to be in that direction because we have a really good defensive line right now. With Matabike over there leading the charge, I feel like we're still going to be going out there looking to stop the run, but we do have excellent secondary right now. That is one of our significant strengths because we got some dogs, basically Pro Bowl. We got some burners. We got guys that just lock people down. I think it's going to look good. So I am curious to see how Zach Orr is going to take advantage of having this amount of talent. It's kind of like how Barry Switzer was when he came into the Cowboys. He had everything he needed to win a Super Bowl with. He just needed to go out there and make it happen. All right, so let's see. Then it was the defensive matchups. So I talked about the last time we faced a burner, like I said, but now there's even more speed help with Nate Wiggins, who can just flat out fly. And then Stevens, like I said, looked like a beast all last season, locking people down. But then there's the rematch of the Zay versus McDuffie. I mean, let me just go ahead and show it to you. You're going to see it. You're going to be like, why is he putting this up here? Well, like, they said on Baby Boy, he need to see this, honey. He needs to see this. Y'all need to see this mess. Because it was a good day. It was a good day for a little while.
I say McDuff wasn't really on him much, was he?
Yeah.
He wasn't on him much.
I think it was that Nick Bolton right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's Bolton on him, getting the TD right there. Mm-hmm. And then here's, you see it. We loved this play. Even though it was a penalty on it, it showed the strength and the machismo of the Ravens. Like, get it, man. Get in this dude's face, let him know what's up. And then strikes disaster. We're sitting there just like, oh my gosh. Why, Zay? Why? You could have just dived into the end zone holding the ball into your body, man. Come on.
Yeah. Rookie mistake. You'll learn.
Mm-hmm. So these are things that, we just they're going to learn. The Ravens are going to teach ball security. I guarantee it all through camp. They probably going to have people holding balls in the lunch line, and they probably going to be getting the ball smacked out of their hand. You're going to see that there are going to be things that the Ravens focus on this offseason, and ball security is probably going to be one of those because they're probably going to use highlights like that to say, hey, we don't want to see this. They're going to see, they're going to be like, all right, look, guys, we're not going to get the penalties that you expect we're going to get. So we want you to fight through those daggone plays anyway, because you can see during that AFC Championship, there was a lot of holding going on. There was a lot of pass interference going on, but we weren't getting the call. They're going to season these guys to continue to play through all of that in order to try to make those plays. You cannot leave it to the cards. Don't worry about the judges. You got to do your best fight, because you leave it to the cards and exactly what happens, happens. All right, going back to past Bills here. Nana says, did y'all talk about the Kansas City game or the Kansas City KS game? I'm pretty sure she's at Kansas City. And what things we need to do better this go around? Oh, yes, definitely. We talked about the game plan as far as what Harbaugh needs to recognize. Like, hey, we got the king here. We got the king of the north, and we got King Henry. With those two in the backfield, there should be a full-on ground game. I expect 20 carries for King Henry. 20. Anything less is uncivilized. Like, we should not be having a 6-carry game and going a full-on air assault. Mm-hmm. I want to see it. I'll boo from the stands up there. Me and the other 18 fans that'll be in the stadium that night.
It's all right.
All right. So Nana says we have enough on offense. We need defense to hold up. Defense going to be just fine. Or at least they have the personnel to be just fine. Now, like I said, it's coaching strategy is going to be a whole different thing. We got a new cat in the seat. But we'll see. Kennedy says King Henry makes the Ravens dangerous. Everyone will see it. They'll take notice, and you can put 8 in the box and at the same time not be accountable for Lamar. What are your thoughts there?
We'll see what happens. You're right. I'm with it. Put 8 in the box. We're going to.
Mm-hmm. Gerald says, I want us to beat the Chiefs. We beat the 49ers on Christmas Day. Yeah, we stole Christmas from the 49ers. Every single team that they put in the power rankings above us, we beat them. Except for the daggone, of course, the Chiefs. But every single team, you go look at them power rankings, the Lions, the 49ers, I mean, every single one of them, we beat them. So I really hope that the Ravens look at that as an opportunity to put a chip on their shoulder and go ball out. All right. Kennedy says, Nana says, Kennedy, I sure hope you're right. Kennedy says, King Henry is just as dangerous as Ray Rice was in the elevator. Shut up. All right. Kenny being too nice, suspicious. Brooks says. Nana says, Lord, we don't need to see this penalty again.
You see it still being always coming out someplace. Boy, you gonna have him choke over here in this chicken. Boy.
Now it says, Lord, we don't need to see this penalty again, but Zay is our offensive star next to Lamar. I said Lamar, he's going to find a rookie mistake. Find a rookie mistake. Oh, I wonder who will be the refs for that season 1 game or for that week 1 game. I get what you're saying. Basically, who's gonna be the ref for that game?
Hope it ain't well, maybe it should be old boy that was the ref.
Because he's a fan of road teams, right?
He always throw for the road team, so
Mm-hmm.
you know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we can get that ref. I mean, like I said, it's gotten to the point where we just cannot rely on whoever the reference staff is. You got to beat them no matter what. You got to bring it. If they sit here and call a penalty on you, you got to come back. You got to come back and strike. You got to come out and ball, folks. As it just is what it is. We're gonna see all types of dirty stuff happen. And in fact, every single game, no matter who's playing, you're gonna see holding on every play that doesn't get called. But that's in between the trenches, of course. But down the field, it should be obvious. And, the ref is standing right there. But it is what it is. You got to still play. You got to still play ball. You got to still play through those catches. Like there was one where Odell was pretty much held. But like, where's the muscle? Where's the strength? When you've been lifting all the weights all this season, can you fight through that to make that catch? We're looking for those spectacular catches that we paid you $18 million for, and you're not coming down with the ball, bro. Like, I'm not. I'm kind of like, hey, I'm indifferent when it comes to him going to Miami. But at the same time, like, this is another opportunity for a young guy to step up. And this is a cheaper option that doesn't kill our cap.
Y'all keep forgetting about my boy Tyler. Y'all gonna remember.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want Tyler to come out and make us to remember, and I want Devontae to come out there and compete with him and make it to where, like, hey, none of these undrafteds can come in here and try to steal the job.
Forgetting about Tyler Wiles. It's all right. It's all right.
Let him keep running kicks back. We'll all remember.
Hey, he was the superstar of the preseason last year.
Yeah. And actually, Lamar, that was his favorite play of the season. Because they asked him, they said, what was your favorite play of the MVP season? And he gave props to Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Kenny D says, remember, my Steelers were 5-1 in the division. Everybody got their Achilles. Even
I also remember y'all losing the division.
Yeah, that's true. If you remember, the Patriots, their Achilles heel. Huh?
We gonna keep going, Kenny.
What is that now?
Did y'all win the division? No, I was just saying. He said, I heard it was 5-1. Did they win? Did you?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got the.
Did you die?
I should have put on my shirt that said locked up because I'm pretty sure it said AFC North champs on that jump. But I'm just saying. But yeah, so even
today, your May baby like me. Yeah, his birthday today. Go ahead.
But you got go back and look at the Patriots. Their Achilles heel was the Cleveland Browns. It was like all the time. The Cleveland Browns were the Achilles heel of the New England Patriots. They can whoop on everybody. Cleveland come to town. It was just like them and the Giants. They just could not beat those guys.
There's gonna be another war this year, man. I'm looking at it right now. This is the big.
I'm like, hey, if we get a couple of, we get a championship or two or something like that, and we just can't seem to beat the Steelers, I'm okay with that. I'll take those L's as long as we get the ultimate L again.
I don't want no L's unless as long as they say Lamar. I want no losses. No losses, yo. Look, I know we can't never go undefeated. That's virtually impossible. But my whole thing is that. What, Kenny?
What he said now?
We down there. Wow.
Gerald says, why are you bringing up 2019 when you were facing old man Ben? Ben got us too, unfortunately.
Ben didn't. No, he didn't play us that in 2019.
He got us. He got us his last game of the season, or last game of his career.
2020 and 2021, he did beat them all, but in 2019, he didn't play Ben.
Yeah, I wanted Lamar to get his lick back before he retired, but that didn't happen.
He was upset. He's like, man, I don't want to retire because I want to beat him.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and it's 2011. We swept y'all. Yeah, I remember. That's a while back there. Brooke says Ben was y'all's last good QB. They got some talent. I ain't gonna lie. I can't say that they don't have talent. They got some talent. I'm not talking about Russell either. I'm talking about Justin. Like,
Okay. It's gonna be a lot of big hitting on that game opener. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. I can see it going down. Gonna be a lot of hitting going on. Gonna be a lot of hitting.
yeah, absolutely. This is gonna be a game. I'm so excited about this Chiefs Ravens game. Like I said, it's the ring ceremony. We get to be the people who ruin their opening party. I mean, you ever just walk into somebody's house and just put your feet all over the couch and just pull on Dave Chappelle it up.
They're gonna be ready. They wasn't ready for they thought they were gonna walk over Detroit. They're gonna be ready for this game. You gonna get their best. This is best.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a pretty good shot from the Chiefs for like that. But this opportunity to go in and say blank your couch, you get to be just a full on. Huh? Yeah. It's like
another game.
just come in and forget that couch. You know what I'm saying? You get to spike the punch. You know what I'm saying? Get to leave the toilet seat up when you walk up in there, just ticking everybody off. Like, oh man,
darkness.
Like, and we get to bring the potato salad that's got the raisins in it or whatever, everything. We get to mess this party all the way up. This is a great opportunity. And you know what? And I feel bad for my son. I feel bad for my son because he's just, it's just hardcore, cocky little Chiefs fan.
They all cocky right now. They got every right to be. Yeah. They got every right to be. They got the chip. They won.
Yeah. But after we ruin this little home party.
I want them to cry in the car. I want them all to cry in the car.
Yeah.
You want to cry in the car though. Y'all talking all this.
But we can't party too hard because they got a gangster on their team who likes to race Lamborghinis and Corvettes and
well, he ain't gonna be playing. So
he like to beat people up in the club. I mean, who knows what he's gonna do next?
He wasn't a factor in the playoff game anyway.
Yeah,
I'm worried about him.
He might be trying to fight somebody in the showers, bro. You never know. Rashid just out there, bro. He out there.
He don't appreciate it, but obviously they didn't give up on Kadarius, so they probably going to do that or bring in another receiver.
I just laughed. They tried talking during press conferences. Was it Kadarius Toney?
Huh?
I said I just laughed when they trash talk Kadarius Toney during press conferences.
I'm letting y'all know right now because of all the stuff that's happening to Simeon Rice. Don't be surprised if they pick up Michael Thomas. Do not be surprised because they can use Michael Thomas the same way they used Juju Schuster when he was there.
Yeah, I think Rashid. I think there's going to be an opportunity for some wide receiver that is just like looking for that second chance to come in, and I think they're going to say, "Hey, Rashid, we'll see you." And somebody gonna take a chance. Jerry gonna take a chance on that guy.
Yeah, well,
Jerry Jones gonna be like, "Hey, come on over. You got a few priors? Okay, cool. And they all happen in Texas, huh? Okay, well, come on now to the Cowboys. We'll talk it out."
He's an idiot.
Mm-hmm. All right, Nana says, "Couch. Now that would be nice. We'll be in the house. We got our flight tickets this morning. Mm-hmm. Oh, you coming? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna be in like section 306, and I can't remember.
You got your tickets already too?
Yeah, I got tickets 3 weeks ago.
Oh, you already knew.
I didn't know it was going to be week one, but they had it to where you could still purchase.
Got you. You going to the because you was going to take your son there. You're going to take Cameron.
Yeah. So we ride down, man.
Oh, now that's a treat for you too. Now it's really a chance to go.
I'm going purple down. This is my second time seeing this. I've seen the Ravens. I saw the Ravens lose to them once in 2019. So I actually flew up here from Wichita Falls to Kansas City to watch this game. Now I just got to drive 2.5 hours.
Nice.
So we'll drive down. We'll have a good time like we did last time.
We're going to see y'all on TV. You and Cameron on TV.
Oh, my goodness, dude. I'll be like sitting here just grabbing this guy, giving it a nugget or something, It's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be a great experience. The thing about Chiefs fans is they're some of the nicest fans to hang around. Like you go down there, like they hook you up with good barbecue. They're really good fans in the seats, in the stands. They were really nice to Cameron. So I'm looking forward to the experience of the stadium altogether, but still be able to talk my stuff as a Ravens fan. So and we'll see a lot of Ravens fans out there. I think last time when we saw 2019 when we went to go watch the Ravens, it was more than 18 fans out there. Like I joke about it with a few of my friends. I say it was like 18 of us, and when Lamar did that juke and juked out the honey badger to score, it was like it seemed like it got quiet, and we heard just like little yeah, and you see a couple of high fives around the stadium or whatever, but you could barely hear. But you see on the big screen, Lamar's doing a little confident swag dance, or whatever, and I was just like, did we just score? Yo, we just. And so it's like all five of us like on that side of the field high fiving. But I think there's going to be a lot of Ravens fans out here.
Cool.
It's gonna be nice to see. So and make sure you get those tickets because like they still on sale right now and they sell them for cheap. If you can get in the front door right now, and I say cheap, but I'm talking like it was like $322 a ticket, and that was for the cheap seats. So, but I still have a feeling as the season gets closer, you're going to start to see those tickets go all the way up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So get in there, while you can, and wear that purple. Come out there. We can come purple strong, have a straight up purple out at their own stadium. Let's do it.
It's gonna be tight.
I say Kenny D said Steelers fans are the nicest.
You lying. You got a lot of kicking, Kenny. You ain't got a lot of kicking.
They're nice to each other. All right, so okay, let's hear your thoughts. What is our week 2 opponent? I know Wednesday the schedule's coming out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a show on Wednesday, but who is the week 2 opponent for us? So we had to pull up
schedule. We got the NFC East and we got the AFC West. Week 2, I wonder we probably gonna play a division game, most likely. I can see that happen. We're gonna be home. Be nice if it's the Steelers.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I would love it. I would love it. Kenny had to come on the show. We had to put Kenny on the show that week.
Kenny got to be on the show that week.
Heck yeah. Like, oh yeah, y'all seen this man Kenny is here. He's here now. Let's get him.
We're not traveling to y'all week 2. Y'all come to see us week 2. We traveling to y'all, sucker. We can get the home game this time. First, we always get our second.
Oh, you said we get the home game or we traveling now?
I'm hoping that we get the home game.
Oh yeah, I think we need to get that home game. Let me see if I can put these opponents up on the screen real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did a little screenshot. Let's go ahead and put them on over the.
And we got Tampa Bay. That's the 7th, the extra game. So we got play Philly. There you go. Sorry.
There it is, folks. All right. So if you look underneath, let me pull Brooke off the screen right quick because she just stuck laughing there.
Hey, girl.
All right. So we're pulling Brooke off the screen, and y'all can see it there. We got the Steelers, we got the Browns, of course, Bengals. That's the norm. But Vegas, I'm hoping that is a home game. So we get to take on Vegas, the Raiders at home. I like that. But as far as our home game coming out, our inaugural game for the season, my guess is probably they want a good one. They want a solid home game. But it's like based on these opponents, do you want let's just put us next to this thing.
The only good thing about it is we get a half a bye. So
yeah,
we start on Thursday, everybody else start on Sunday, and then we don't come back until the next Sunday, so we get some time.
Yep.
That might be the best thing about it.
I think we take on Philly for that home game, but
you think so?
Yeah. I was gonna put that one out there.
I don't know. Oh, we playing Philly at home?
Yep, we got Philly at home. We got Denver at home.
I wasn't looking at. I wasn't paying attention to it since the way opponents is.
Yeah. If I didn't buy those tickets for the Chiefs game, I'd have probably went to the Dallas game.
That really, I said, it'd be crazy if the next game is against the Chargers. Like, dang, go on it, because look, we gotta be ready every week. Every team on the schedule is good in some form or fashion. Maybe the Giants might be a little lax, but I'm putting nothing past nobody. Giants are the only team that's beat Lamar. So
yeah, it's the only NFC team. Yeah, you're right.
I could probably go to that game, see if I can get to that. I don't really like to go to the games, but I could probably get to that game.
And I wonder when the bye week is going to be.
Hopefully, I hope it's in the middle. Hope it's like at least like we've been lucky thus far getting like early, like I mean in the middle, like week 8 or 10. I think if we can get it between the week can fall between 8 or 10, it'd be good. Because you can get on a roll and then you can get some reps. You know what I'm saying?
Yup. Hang on a second, man. I think I can do this better. I can put this on the screen at the same time as I do this.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Hit present. Share screen. How's that? There we go. All right. So as far as future opponents, I'm thinking week 1. Of course not week 1, but week 2. I'm thinking we'd probably take on the Eagles. Of course, we want them Bengals, but I think that's going to be something that's saved like for a little bit later in the season. It might be a primetime game. Of course, them Steelers, they're looking pretty solid. It's like wanting to be a primetime type game as well.
I think it's going to be a division game. It's going to be one of them going to be a home game. I would hope it would be, honestly, I wouldn't mind it being Pittsburgh, and I wouldn't mind it being Cincinnati, one of the two. To jump on them early.
Mm-hmm. At least get one of those games, one of those division opponents out of the way early.
Yeah.
And that we can go ahead and do some damage to the Commanders and the Raiders and all that.
Whether we win or lose that first game, we're gonna come in here smoking because it's gonna be the first home game of the season. So
I think one of our toughest games is probably gonna be against them Texans. Of course, I ain't gonna put nothing past the Chargers, but I mean, when you picking up mostly Ravens and pretty much everything that the Ravens have ever thought of, like giving a shot, they're just picking them up.
It's gonna be a tough game, and it's always.
Yeah, but a Harbaugh versus Harbaugh again, that's gonna be a huge game.
Yeah.
So you're probably looking at some Sunday night football type of game right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that as a Sunday night matchup. When it comes to Dallas, I mean that could be just a regular, Sunday afternoon.
Probably 4:00.
Yeah, it could be a 4:00.
Yeah.
Same thing with I think some 12 o'clocks would probably be the Denver Broncos. Nobody wants to see us face Bo Nix.
Can I bet for a minute, brother?
What's up?
Y'all, can I bet for a minute? So I need to.
All right, let me pull this up.
Everybody always do this. They do their top 10 quarterbacks. I'm just in my head. I'm trying to really fathom.
Okay.
Every time I look at it, and they always got Lamar like 6, 7. They put CJ. They put Stroud before him. I love Stroud, but he only going into the second season.
Yeah.
You always got like Josh Allen or somebody else. I don't know who the other guy was before him. Other than Mahomes, how's anybody before Lamar? Because other than the Mahomes, Lamar's the only one that's won 2 MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
How, Sway? How does that work? I just can't. The lack of respect that Lamar gets is ridiculous. It's always some type of excuse. Always, he played bad, or I don't think this season gonna be better, or he just
look like NFL got it right though. They got here's the QB index from 2023. Lamar. I want to see. Let me see if this came out. That came out in January. Sorry, let me pull up the most recent one.
Some reporter, some writer, whoever. They never have Lamar at least number 2. I would expect him to at least be number 2. It makes no sense.
What in the world? Somebody put no. That's got to be over. They got Brock Purdy at the top of the list. All right, here we go. This is on Sportsnot as of May 1st.
Go ahead.
All right, number 1.
Forget the passing yard stats. Just an overall game. I don't care about no stats. If we're going to talk about stats, we got to talk about accolades, Kenny. That's what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying as far as they misjudge him on the stats. But it's hard to misjudge him on the stats because guess what they're not doing or they can't do? They can't run like him. Like
Yeah.
that's what people say, oh, he's not like Mahomes. He's never going to be like a Mahomes. Well, guess what? Mahomes ain't never going to be like Lamar.
No,
Mahomes-
they have two different styles, and that's why I keep saying, yeah, we keep losing because I think Lamar go in there thinking I got to go play Mahomes' game.
No.
He ain't got to go play that.
We losing. It ain't just whether Lamar played good or bad. That's one part, but it ain't just him. We lost that game up and down because it was bad coaching. Period. That's what it boiled down to.
Yep.
Number two, and this is and Rashad Bateman said it best. He said, "Y'all, everybody always say Lamar, it's his reason we lost. It take 11 people. Unlike any other sport, it take 11 people to win a game. On whatever side of the ball you're playing on. If 11 people are not on the court, I know Lamar didn't throw the ball great, but guess what? He didn't have a whole bunch of excuse me. He didn't have a lot of time to throw the ball. That offensive line was trash. Rodney Stanley played like trash. That strip sack, is that Lamar's fault? You good, but you ain't got no eyes behind your back, brother.
That's your blind side, man. That's your line.
You supposed, you putting all your faith in that man.
Yeah, it was like two plays that could have changed this game. And on his head.
But I'm not.
Zay's fumble, and then the strip sack. Like without those two plays, we in the Super Bowl.
Run the ball, and I'm not even talking about that game in general. I'm just saying I'm not talking about that game, but I'm saying in general, the fact that Lamar Jackson is not looked at least as the number 2 best quarterback in the game, it's a problem to me. I can't get it together because the disrespect is ridiculous. Like you was first of all, you've done something Patrick Mahomes never done. Obviously, Pat has won 2 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
He's won 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
Lamar
got 2 runaway MVPs.
Right. Who? Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar, yeah, I'm saying Pat didn't have no runaway MVPs.
Nah.
Lamar has 2 of them. He should have been unanimous for 2.
Mm-hmm.
The only other person to do that is Tom Brady. So how is any other quarterback other than Mahomes ahead of him? Like it makes no sense. And he won his first one without any weapons. Thank you, bro. He won. We had our receivers were trash. Let's just be this.
Yeah, we had what? Snead was our top receiver at the time.
Yes, at 2019, who he won? Trash. Yeah, it's a trash. It's trash.
It was bad.
Trash. And then you took your team to the AFC Championship the first year under a new offense. Okay, so my thing is like, I don't know, it bothers me because I keep seeing this. I'm like, yo, he number 6.
Who put him at number 6? I saw him at 4.
He shouldn't be 4.
Yeah, they had I think they had Joe, and they had Josh Allen ahead of him. Which I think we seen what Josh Allen is without Stephon Diggs.
Listen, this is my thing. I couldn't argue the times the 2 seasons he was injured and they had him like way down the line. I couldn't argue with that. But when the man plays a full season and you got your second MVP and you still not even looked at as one of the best. Like there's only 2 Hall of Famers on that list. Future Hall of Famers on that list, and that's him and Mahomes.
Yep.
Josh Allen he ain't break no records.
Yeah, Josh, like I said, Josh ain't up without Diggs. I mean, we're gonna see that this year. We're gonna see that Josh gonna struggle without an elite route runner.
It's just I'm sorry, y'all. It frustrates me, and I like Stroud. I'm not trying to knock Stroud at all, but this is his second season. And remember how everybody was like, "Oh, Dak Prescott gonna be this, Dak Prescott, blah blah blah," because he led the Cowboys to the playoffs and so on and so forth. And then you got to remember the league figures you out. I'm not saying Stroud not gonna get better because I think he is gonna get better, but the league figures you out too. So it goes both ways. Like your talent is gonna shine. You know what I mean? But you can't give somebody because he's had one great season. You can't make him like the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? You can't put him like they put him ahead of Lamar at the one good season. And again, I like him a lot. When they do this top 100, I don't even watch the top 100 anymore.
I tell you what, I think we'll watch it this year. I think we'll like the result because those players they do the good voting. They do pretty good voting.
I don't know if they really vote sometimes though, because sometimes I'm wondering like,
It's just like you give your top 20 list and then they
Right.
put it into a formula.
okay.
And it's just that formula gets jacked up because some of the players like, no, that's not how. And then it's because all of those formulas come down to, hey, who are you pulling out on your team at 20? Just the top 20 players. Sometimes that formula don't show up right, but I think at the top of the list, I think we'll be excited to see Lamar at the top of the list on this one because the voting stopped at the end of the regular season last year, I believe.
He's still not looked at as one of the top quarterbacks. That's crazy. He's not in the top 5. He's not even in the top. He should be in the top 3.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they keep putting Dak Prescott above this guy. Like, for me, it's about winning. It is about winning, and in the long run, Lamar has won more games than Dak.
The other quarterbacks that's won more games than Lamar is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and it's just then for them to put Brock Purdy above Lamar, even after Lamar beat him on Christmas Day, like I just don't get it. Like you can definitely tell, like Brock Purdy on the biggest stage is not going to perform at the same level as Lamar performing on that same stage.
I done got myself frustrated, y'all. Sorry.
I agree, Brooke. Dak is overrated as crap.
Yeah, it got me hot. It got me fired up. Bro.
Yeah, and I thank you, man. Yeah. Prescott ain't even gonna have a job.
So, yeah, nice. They pay the man. They ain't won't pay him.
Yes, I mean Jared Goff getting paid. I think Dak could at least get paid, but I'm just saying. But I mean, I feel like they keep trying to just find some way to justify some quarterback above Lamar because of what he does with his legs. They're trying to find a way to cancel out what he's able to do with his arm because what he does with his legs is so spectacular. That's not fair. That's not done with any other quarterback in this league. The way they do it to him.
Let me tell you something. If there was no Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, Daniels, who else?
Hurts.
I'm just talking about the top quarterbacks that got drafted.
I'm saying he opened the door.
Huh?
He opened the door for them cats, man.
He opened because nobody was trying to. Nah, man.
They was all trying to go after prototypical signal callers before Lamar took the stage. Yes, I know. Vic opened the door for Cam and opened the door for Lamar, but Lamar opened the door for the rest of these cats. They made it annoying. He made it annoying.
Yeah, nobody was taking those chances anymore. It was rare. They was taking chances. Even Cam Newton said, Lamar and dude, like, what do you like? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Lamar was, they was an anomaly. Lamar's a whole vibe. He is basically changed the culture of what to look for in football now. And look for in a quarterback. Scouts don't know what the heck to do now because they're like, hey, these are guys that we said that they were going to be wide receivers when they got to the league. Now we got to really scout them as what is their potential at this next level with this ability to be a dual threat quarterback, to be able to reestablish pockets, to be able to throw on the run, to be able to just confuse and play the game as if these young kids are playing Madden all over again. This game has changed.
Yeah, he brought up, the list goes on and on. You're right, Kenny, with that. I'm just simply saying, like, at this particular time, like, they still gave up on a running quarterback. Like, he can't be good enough to make it to the playoffs or so on and so forth. Cam Newton is built totally different than any of them. Cam Newton built like a daggone defensive end playing quarterback.
Yeah, it was like, dude, why is there a refrigerator over here trucking people, man, making them miss tackles and running 15, 20 yards upfield?
He's another one I got to give props to because you led your team all the way to the Super Bowl. I can't really name one really good receiver that you had on your team other than Ted Ginn, and Ted Ginn was a
He
great.
just that straight line running. They just go get. He just like.
He didn't have no. Hey, this is who I need to get the ball to. He had a good tight end.
Yeah.
He didn't have no great receivers, so and that running game was vicious. But I mean, again, going back to not to get off the topic, off subject, like Lamar, it bothers me that he's not. I don't understand what these writers are looking at when you don't have him. I don't know. He got to be. I don't see how you don't have him in number 2. If we looking at stats, we're gonna look at numbers. Okay, let's look at numbers then. What he didn't do with his arm, he did with his legs. Let's look at numbers then. He's winning.
You're right, bro. You're right.
You're right. Sorry.
She hit the clock. They hate on Doug. Now, Doug was different. Doug was more of a prototypical type quarterback. They just looked at him like the color of his skin is if he was supposed to be able to do the things that these guys did.
Okay, Kenny, now you digging deep. That's more going towards, the racial equality type thing, which is, I mean, he proved everything. He proved everybody different, like everybody. But now it's like nobody cares if you black or white.
Nah.
Quarterback.
Oh, I mean, especially with a game that's got over 66% of their daggone players.
Lamar, they don't want to give Lamar the same. They just don't want to give it to him, bro. I'm just saying, they don't want to give it to him. He's just different. Lamar don't do half of the things these dudes do. He's not an arrogant dude. He don't, he wants to give back. He's not like he's super humble. And a lot of the quarterbacks do carry themselves a little, they're humble when they carry themselves differently on the field. Like he don't. When have y'all ever seen Lamar John with another player unless they put their hands on him?
Yeah, and the thing is like I'll be honest, like there were things that, huh?
I said they talk mess to him. He start laughing. He don't talk.
Yeah,
Josh Allen,
as far as like prototypical quarterback stuff, whatever.
He's not like man.
Yeah,
he's different, bro. He it's like you looking for something. It's like somebody. It's like dating somebody that's always looking. I know you cheat. I know you cheat. But they looking for a reason. They don't want to give you no grab. They don't want to, because they have bad past experiences like that. That's how they treat them all. Like I'm not understanding. Like, how are you a 2-time MVP, 2-time first-time Pro Bowl, 2-time All-Pro, first-team All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowler, if you want to do it that way. He already on the way to the Hall. If he stops his career this season, he's going to be looked at going to the Hall. Maybe not in 5 years, obviously, but he's going to be looked at to going to the Hall. You understand what I'm saying? He has Hall of Fame stats already.
Mm-hmm.
You can't deny that. So how, Sway? How?
Yeah, they find ways to hate, man. And like I said, Brooke, I like how she said they're gonna be eating their words when he win the Super Bowl. So I'll let him hate.
Yeah.
And Nana says Lamar isn't respected. He's never had the supporting cast, and EDC still getting that together. I feel like right now, this team, the only thing that I think that could be an Achilles heel is the youth and coaching experience with Zach Orr. Everything else, I think, is going to be on point. Like the personnel is there. They got all the pieces that they need, and you're going to have even more as the season goes on. Because when Keaton Mitchell come back, whoo, it's through the roof.
I honestly think that the defense is going to be even better this year than it was last year. I kept thinking even last year, just going into the season, before the season was over, I was like, team going to be offensively and defensively. I think they're just going to be a lot better. It's going to be better because obviously you got the nucleus there, but you can tell because a lot of the players are so young. Like Keaton is young, Zay is young, Rashad is still young. Like you still got young players. Now imagine if these pieces that have been sitting on the side, I'm talking about offensive line wise, like Voorhees and Ben Cleveland, they come in and they play like they need to play. And then Ronnie can stay healthy and get back to almost being all pro Ronnie. One more run. and whoever's going to win that right tackle position. I'm thinking it's going to be the rookie, but imagine if that line can hold up.
I mean, Rose Gardner, he didn't allow any sacks, right, in his final year, right?
And he was switched to the right tackle because Because Penix to protect his blind side. He got great feet, so he I think we found a future left tackle, hopefully. But either way, I think we got a good chance of something being real good.
Oh yeah, and I think it's going to just continue. You're going to see these guys stack, these practices on top of each other. Like I said, I just want to see what Orr's going to come out with. That's it. If they can figure that piece out and have it, have him ready to rock by week 1, this team is going to be dominating all throughout the league.
I think
I do think, of course, the burners of Kansas City are a thing of concern, but I think anybody playing cover 2, is going to be able to figure that out.
We got 3 defensive coordinators in his brain: Dean Pease, Wink, and Mike. He got a lot to draw from.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's going to be. This is going to be the best defense. It's going to be the best defense. Good night, Kenny. This is going to be the best defense. I believe we're going to be the number 1 defense, like front to back. I really think so this year. I think we're going to be the best defense. Like we were number 2, number 1, something like that. But I think we're going to be even better than what we were last year. I think this might be the historical defense. I'm putting a prediction out there. A prediction out there. To the 2000 defense. I'm putting my prediction out there. This is my prediction. Got to throw it up in there and let God catch it. It's my prediction, y'all. But that's it, man. Go ahead.
Oh, you good? Yeah, I was just saying sorry, I got to do it.
Even though
Brooke beat us to it like 20 minutes ago.
I beat you like 10 minutes ago. Why you doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So we'll probably tune in. Let's do we'll do next week. If Monday works for you, I think I can make Monday work for me.
Okay.
Wednesday, like
maybe coming out with I ain't coming out. Everybody coming out with the clock. Everybody go through the clock.
Everybody got clocks? Hold on, let me see this. I see clocks. There they are. The clocks.
It's been great too, D.
Yeah, I got it too. Hey, we appreciate y'all coming through. We know it's crazy on Monday, but it's just it's just good to see the family out here constantly getting at it and just being able to chat with us. Brooke said that's her job. We don't stole her job. But,
yeah, I like the prediction, brother. I like the prediction. 34. Yeah.
The prediction is 34-10 Ravens. Oh yeah, I'd love to see that. Love to see that.
Yep.
Let's see. We appreciate y'all just tuning in to the home original sports perspective from our couch to yours. You continue got us falling off the couch for you.
Yep.
So, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and smack that bell, folks. We want to make sure we keep it going, helps the algorithm, and we're gonna keep this party just going. And we're gonna enjoy this off season, enjoy all the additions that we make, and you get to just make more magic happen on this show. We appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all tell somebody about us, and also make sure you take advantage of the motivational moment. Do something uncomfortable so that you can make it a lifestyle so that you can be comfortable. All right? So with that said, I'll give you 2 claps. Fade to black.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though.